Hey, did you know that you can use Carflows to actually create a funnel for a lead magnet like an ebook or a free giveaway like a video or a cheat sheet? And so Carflows is great for e-commerce and that's what it's made for. But I'm sure in the future they're going to extend it to give it some extra capabilities for marketers to be able to make it a holistic solution. So at the moment, I've tried to build out a funnel for an ebook and I want to show it to you. I want to show you what it looks like and I want to show you how I did it. So first of all, this is the landing page. So you can see that it's some sort of cheat sheet that's going to be downloaded. And when you click on this button, there's a pop-up and then you fill in this information here. And then when you click download, you are redirected to this page here. Now this page is the thank you page. And with this thank you page, I have a video on it. And it's quite a long video, but if you watch the video, then hopefully I'll convince you to sign up for a consultation with me, a free 30-minute strategy call. And so when you click this button, it'll then take you to the page where you can actually book in the strategy call with me, and I'm using schedule once. And this is where that you can book it in, you click continue, and then you can select a time. Now, that last button that I clicked was part of CartFunnels. And so let me show you exactly how I did that. So here is the funnel here, the Carflows funnel. So when you install the plugin, you click here, you'll get a list of flows, and then you click on the flow, and then this is my actual flow here. And so you look here, it's called the Sales Driven Website Cheat Sheet. There are 3 steps in the flow. This is the landing page, this is the video page I showed you, and then this is the booking page. Now I'm going to show you how I hooked all of this up, and there's a little bit of a hack you have to do at the moment, but hopefully in the future the guys at Carflows can change that. So let's look at this landing page first. So if you open up that landing page, you'll come to this. Now I'm using Elementor to edit the page. You'll see that if you scroll below, you'll see that there's a next step link. Okay, and this next step link is what you put into your button to be able to move it to the next page automatically. If you click here, this is the second page in the flow. So you'll see here that this is the second video page, and here it is here. Again, I can edit it with Elementor. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then there's a next step link. Now this is important because one of these work and the other one doesn't. So this one will work, but the previous one won't. And then if you click here, this is the last step. This is the booking page. So it's this last one here. And that's the booking page. And if you scroll down, it actually has the order short code, which I'm not using because it's just a standard page. It has nothing to do with e-commerce, so I just ignore that. So let's go through it in Elementor. So what I've done now is I've clicked this button here on the main first page, the landing page. I click it, and then it opens up into Elementor. And this is where I edit it in Elementor. So if you look at the page, you can edit all the elements. But this button here is the one that makes the difference with the flow and causes a bit of a problem simultaneously. So I don't want a button where I click it and it moves it to the next flow. I want a button that when I click it, it opens up a pop-up form. Now, how do I get that pop-up form? I actually use an ultimate add-ons control called the modal pop-up. Okay, and if you click here and I scroll down in all the elements, you'll see that there's Ultimate Add-ons, which is actually made by Brainforce, who is part of the company that makes up, or whether they're related to the company that makes Carflows. And if I scroll down and I look at Ultimate Add-ons, I can see that there's a pop-up modal. So I've dragged that on, and then I configure it. So the way I've chosen to do it is to create a saved section, which has the pop-up form on it. And then I select that save section here, which is the cheat sheet pop-up. So I'm just going to go very quickly. I'm not going to show you all the steps, but go to this modal pop-up here. So this is the save section in Elementor, and I've dragged on a heading and I've dragged on a form, and this is how you make it work. So what you have to do is, that's the button information, so you can see it's the download now. Actions after submit is what we want. So once someone submits the form, there's going to be a redirect, and there's going to be, and the contact's going to be added to ActiveCampaign. And you can choose from a whole list of other things. You can use MailChimp, Drip, a webhook. If I delete this redirect, I won't delete it actually because I might delete the details, but I've added in the redirect, and then this extra section pops up here. Because I've added ActiveCampaign, there's an ActiveCampaign section. If I delete these two, these sections will be removed. But the redirect after, I have to send it to the actual page hard-coded, the second page in the funnel. Now, if you look back here, the whole idea with Carflows is that they give you this URL here, which has some code at the end, which is kind of standard, that just says, hey, go to the next page in the flow. So when you click that button, technically what's supposed to happen, let's have a look here, is that when you click the button here, it just moves to that stage. But that does not work here. And I think the reason it doesn't work is because we've now introduced an element which isn't consistent with Carflows. And so it's kind of going outside of the realm of Carflows. And so when you add a pop-up form, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So the way to get around that is just to hard code it. So basically when you click here, there's the form. Oh, actually, sorry. It's this here on the form here. I have hard coded the actual URL of the page as opposed to that short code that they gave us before. So that's the only hack. Other than that, the rest of it works. So now when you go to this page here, which is the video thank you page, this is the second page, this works as normal. So you click on this button, and if you look here, you can see that it actually has that standard code there. The class equals WCF-next-step. So that one works. And then on the last page, the strategy page where you make the booking, there's actually nothing I have to do any fancy work here, because this is all just a page and it stops at this point. So that's kind of how you make it work. Now, why would you do this? Why would you use the flow as opposed to just building out separate pages? Well, this is why I think I'm going to start doing it this way. If you go to my pages on WordPress, you'll see that I've got lots of pages, 5 pages worth of pages. And so if I want to look at this funnel that I've built for this ebook, I type in, cheat sheet, and it comes up with a whole bunch of pages that are related to this cheat sheet. So here you can see there's the landing page for my old one. There's the thank you page, but hey, where's the cart page? Where's the strategy page or the booking page? Well, that's somewhere else. So you can see that they're not actually linked together. And if someone in my agency is coming in to try and understand, okay, which pages belong to which funnel, it's really hard. And we really have to document that separately somewhere else. But using Carflows, we can see straight away which pages are linked. We can see how they're linked, and it works quite a lot like ClickFunnels, right? So you can see actually all the steps. Some of our funnels that we build have 6 steps in them that we go through. So you can see how very quickly it gets very complicated. And so I think that's the reason why I'm going to start doing it this way. I can't guarantee it. I'm going to try it out, but I think in the future I'm going to start using cart funnels to build all of the funnels out for our clients. And if we're going to have it anyway on the site, we might as well use it. So that's an explanation. Tell me what you think. Do you think you're going to build your ebook funnels and video funnels and cheat sheet funnels using Carflows, or do you think you're just going to do it the old way and have all the pages and then link them together manually and document it somewhere else?